bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited.
Get ready, get set, and head down to Quartz and Quartz Optical now for Beat the Clock. 4 days only, Wednesday the 13th to Saturday 16th of September. Rush down to Quartz and beat the clock for great offers for doorbusters, to BOGO, employee pricing, with your discount and more. All on credit purchases, 24 months and over. It gets even sweeter with nothing down and nothing to pay until January 2024. That's right. Shop at Quartz from September 13th to the 16th and pay absolutely nothing down and nothing until January 2024. Get ready. Get set. Go down to Quartz and Quartz Optical. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, drivers distracted by their phones and other things while on the roads of St. Vincent and the Grenadines are a serious and very dangerous problem. Assistant Superintendent of Police Panel Brown, during an appearance on WeFM's Cop Chat program, highlighted this issue, making mention of examples such as persons looking for things on the floor of their vehicle, as well as trying to control loose children that should be secured properly in the vehicle. We hear more from ASP Brown.
Most of the time I am crossing on a pedestrian crossing. I always face the vehicles that are approaching me, especially if the traffic is coming from one direction. Because sometimes these motorists, they are paying attention to their phone. They are taking up something from off the ground. They have their child loose in the car and they're trying to tell the child, behave. There's another serious problem that we have with motorists. I have seen where parents are having their child just literally loose between the driver's seat and the passenger seat, while two persons, the driver and a passenger, is occupying the two front seat. It is dangerous.
That was Assistant Superintendent of Police Panel Brown. ASP Brown appealed to SVG's motorists to be more attentive while during their time on the road, as to avoid serious incidents taking place which could have otherwise been avoided. A 41-year-old laborer is dead following a fatal shooting in Mala village. Police have launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the shooting incident that left Jamal Cribbit Finch of Sion Hill dead. According to a release from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVGPF, Finch was walking along the Mala Village public road on his way home when he was accosted by armed assailants and shot several times about his body. He was later pronounced dead at the scene by the district medical officer. Police are asking anyone with information that can assist the police with this investigation to call 999 or 911 or the officer in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department at telephone number 1784-457-1211, extension 4836 or 4837, or any police station or police officer you are comfortable speaking with. Owners and operators of trucks over 2 tons are being warned not to drive those vehicles over the bridge located at Anna's Vale. This warning came from Assistant Superintendent of Police Panel Brown while speaking on WeFM's Cop Chat program. He warned of faults on the bridge that will be worsened by the excessive weight of those trucks. We hear more from ASP Brown.
Owners and operators of trucks, they are signposted at the bridge in Anna's Vale, restricting trucks that are over 2 tons not to cross the bridge. And we have had reports of trucks carrying at least 20 tons of cement still crossing that bridge, especially on a weekend and late evenings. I'm just appealing to motorists, owners and drivers of trucks over 2 tons to desist from crossing on that bridge. It is a dangerous ploy that we are crossing because there are some faults with that bridge where the heavier vehicles might help to make the problem more complex.
That was Assistant Superintendent of Police Panel Brown. ASP Brown reiterated his call for owners and operators of these vehicles not to drive them across the bridge leading to the playing field. On to news in the region. Hurricane Lee has unleashed heavy swells on the northern Caribbean as it barreled through open waters on Sunday. The Category 2 storm is not forecast to make landfall and is expected to stay over open waters through Friday. According to Loop News, on Sunday morning it was centered about 280 miles northeast of the northern Leeward Islands. Its maximum sustained winds had decreased to 105 miles per hour, and it was moving west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. The storm had strengthened from Category 1 to 5 in just one day last week. The National Hurricane Center noted that dangerous surf and rip currents are expected to hit most of the U.S. East Coast starting Sunday, but that the hurricane's impact beyond is still unclear. The Secretariat of the Intergovernmental Organization, the Caribbean Community CARICOM, has reiterated its commitment to national health programs. In a statement on Saturday to mark Caribbean Wellness Day, the regional body said it will continue working closely with member states, institutions, and other health partners to promote and advocate for health policies that will promote healthier communities for all citizens in the region. The statement from the CARICOM Secretariat added that the residual effects of the COVID-19 pandemic continue to impact the region's health, with mental health care pinpointed as a pressing need for young people. Power through collective action was agreed as the overarching theme for Caribbean Wellness Day from 2020 to 2024. The objectives of Caribbean Wellness Day 2023 were to advocate for policies that promote healthy behaviors in Caribbean people at the community, institutional, national, and regional levels. On the international scene, India's and the USA's leaders have pledged to deepen ties between the two nations. The promise from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Joe Biden came ahead of the G20 summit, which is set to take place in India this weekend. It came in the form of a joint statement on a Friday, shortly after the US president landed in India's capital, Delhi. The two nations reaffirmed their support for a free, open, inclusive, and resilient Indo-Pacific as members of the Quad Alliance, which also includes Australia and Japan. According to Al Jazeera, this was the second in-person meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Biden since June. Biden welcomed a deal to allow General Electric to produce jet engines in India to power Indian military aircraft, according to the joint statement, as well as an arrangement for India to purchase US drones. Finally, in sports, US teenager Coco Gauff has defeated Belarusian Aryna Sabalenka in the US Open Women's Final, claiming her first Grand Slam title. Gauff's win on Saturday made her the first American to win a US Open singles title since 2017. She was energized by an adoring home crowd, allowing her to keep the momentum going right up to the end, which saw her come out victorious. Gauff, who is from Florida, is the first American teenager to win the country's major tennis tournament since Serena Williams in 1999. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliment of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get ready, get set, and head down to Quartz and Quartz Optical now for Beat the Clock 4 days only. Wednesday the 13th to Saturday 16th of September. Rush down to Quartz and beat the clock for great offers for Gold Busters, Superbo, employee pricing, with your discount and more. All on credit purchases, 24 months and over. It gets even sweeter with nothing down and nothing to pay until January 2020. 2024. That's right. Shop at Quartz from September 13th to the 16th and pay absolutely nothing down and nothing until January 2024. Get ready. Get set. Go down to Quartz and Quartz Optical. Quartz, bringing value home.
Quartz bringing value home. Of course, that was a sponsor for WEFM's Midday Newscast. Do join us at 3, as was mentioned, for our next newscast. Thank you very much, Rajiv, our senior news editor right here at WEFM. Coming up at 12:30, join us for Viewpoint. At 12:45, we'll have for you the obituaries, which will be brought to you with the compliments of the New Haven Funeral Home. And at 12:55, the local weather report. Stay tuned.
For over 20 years, Cubano Limited professionally delivers top quality